One, two, one, two. Chicos.
Himself, but now stuck. He might be able to pick up the pieces though. Everywhere is falling, but Chu doesn't have any sight because the team's in front of him. Osid's gonna close off the wall, and Chu will find himself at his ends meet. But Damo
Oh,
now
yeah.
going upwards. Momsy sky jump, clearing out the low ground best they can.
Only 2 solos left in this game in a world full of duos. Kazi down below. He lost Damo. Chaps fully eliminated out of this game, and we're down to our final 2. But Lucy and Zangi, they're the ones down below. Moments ago, they lost their high ground to King and Praise, and they're ready to take more than just that. King and Praise, first elim, that one's easy. Second one, that's a wrap. Another 10 elimination game.
Oh, yeah, señores.
From above, they made it look easy, playing it by the book. You can see little shoulder movement, sweating off the players. What a clean cleanup.
Guys, congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling. Did you know you had it in you to get a victory royale today?
Obviously.
Obviously. What about yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I was made for this game.
It looks like you
Made
were,
for the
but
game.
you had to go through the lower bracket in order to do it. This morning, what was the game plan? Was it always like full send it every single game? If we go out, we go out fighting.
I always play everything by ear. I mean, whatever comes my way, I just fight it. I treat it like a div cup.
You guys went for height quite aggressively, and everyone wanted high ground in this game. What was the strategy? When did you know the time was right to strike?
Praise is just the best IGO to touch this game. He knows exactly when to take it.
He knows exactly when to take it. Craze, where does that come from?
I mean, I got the best creative player in the world on my team. We're just gonna play Zone Wars.
You're gonna play Zone Wars. Are you gonna be playing Zone Wars tomorrow on Championship Sunday?
Every single game.
Every single game, these guys are just gonna have an absolute blast. Please, Düsseldorf, give it up for Craze and Kingaling! We're gonna head
Craze,
to the break. When we
buena
come back,
primero.
we'll be talking about the first 3 games.
I'll go here. I'm fucking magic. Go 6 build, go. Wait, if you're mid, wait. 100? 100? Oh my god, look, look up, oh my.
What the heck? Osa, hola, ¿cómo estás, manito? ¿Qué tal, mi bro? Oh, hola, ¿qué tal, chicos? One, two. No sé si se está escuchando. Bueno, creo que sí se está escuchando bien, chicos. Bueno, día 2, señores. De la FNCF. Día 2. El team del pollo. La verdad, a mí el pollo. Un crack, pero el Peter Boss me ha dejado. Peter Boss me decepcionó ayer, chicos. Aunque clasificaron. Pero Peter Boss me decepcionó. No fue lo que. No fue la verdad lo que yo esperaba de él. Y el Click tiene la última oportunidad ahora. Ahorita vamos a ver las posiciones, cómo van. A ver las posiciones. Las están actualizando en X.
Fortnite fan, welcome back to the FNCS Summit. Game 3 goes the way of Kingling and Craze. Yet another duo to find a victory royale when they needed it, right? And now everyone else is kind of thinking, man, that's one less duo in the lobby. We're now game 3, we're halfway. Things get that much more difficult. We are now kind of in the halfway point, so we've given the players a moment. They've kind of gone back. They're going to have time to review, to talk to their coaches, amongst themselves, their families, loved ones, whatever they need to. Because when they return, they have to make something happen in 3 games.
Yeah, obviously, kind of the spotlight right now.
Dress, hola, ¿cómo estás, hermanito?
Is a duo that doesn't have to change anything, doesn't have to actually return to the stage at all, right? They're done for the day going into tomorrow. I gotta say, the conversation that we kind of had with them, and I really, really liked, because it seemed so obvious for both of them to talk about their respective duos and their respective roles. Like, Fraser's like, yeah, man, I mean, I kind of just like play like I have the best creative warrior in the game on my team. And yeah, he's right. I mean, Kingling is known for being very, very good and creative. And then Kingling on the other side is like, dude, I got the best IGL in the game on my team. I'm just going to follow his calls. It's easy.
Yeah, it's the perfect complexion. And sometimes it can be difficult for these sort of creative warriors, players that are really, really strong and creative, to actually carry that over into Battle Royale. And this right here was absolutely beautiful from Craze. The 2v1 was fantastic there, Vivid.
I gotta say, though, you know, Craze is kind of talking up Kingling being the creative warrior there. Did you see that elim distribution? Craze ended the game with 7 and Kingling got 6. I don't know if they have the roles mixed up.
Maybe. I mean, it's nice for them, though.
Yo no sé si me está funcionando el micrófono, gente, pero
team, so they had to do it today. And I think it's nice to see this confidence as well from some of these teams to start taking high. For me, we're going to see more of this now for the rest of these games. Those shockwaves, those fizz grenades at the back of zone are going to be so important.
They're so good. I gotta say, so far, Lower Bracket has delivered on multiple fronts. I feel like the regional just breakdown that we've had over the course of the 3 games, we've had a different region win every single one of these games. Obviously, we kind of started out with EU, we went to Brazil, and then now we have an NAC team winning. Man, we're getting it all.
We really are, right? Fortnite always delivers. These players are really putting on an amazing show for us.
sí, pues sí. Acordate que es una partida.
I'm gonna edit when they shock. Yeah. 30, 50. Okay, nice.
Dead.
Nice. Grab it. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
30, 60, 90.
Quiero ver las posiciones, pero ¿cómo van las posiciones?
30 right, 6 right.
Hey, saludos, Dress. Buena onda, brother.
High is nothing. They're jumping in.
Déjame ver cómo van las posiciones ahorita.
30 right, dead.
Nice, good shit.
Nice.
40.
Dead.
Nice.
See? Come on now.
Not where.
Great stuff from them, right? Big smiles from both duos, man. Just to think, oh wow, halfway point, we get the victory royale. I don't have to think about lower bracket now. All I have to do is think about tomorrow's finals. Of course, coming back tomorrow, it's going to be a little different, right? We still have 3 more games to figure out VRs and top 19, and then we also have the.
Creo que ahorita están en break, muchacho.
A lot to figure out for many of these duos, but let's turn attention.
Ya va a tomar un buen rato para que haga otro. ¿Quién está en el 33? No, aquí van, estamos.
They're holding it down. They're leading the pack right now.
Yeah, nice to see from Ages and Ritual. You'd like to imagine that they've pretty much done enough here, right, to qualify on through. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they actually navigate the rest of these games. My focus here is on 4th place, Zangi and Belusi, an EU team that are moving up in the standings here, as well as moving up in the rankings in terms of EU prowess. We know about these guys on EU. We know they've come through. They've had a little bit of a rocky performance on both ends, coming together, and now, of course, performing well on the big land stage. Excited to see if those guys can maintain that position, because they're a team that I want to see in the grand final.
I'm happy that you're kind of talking about teams that have surely already done it. I went ahead and I took a look at the upper bracket yesterday. I was curious, right? Because remember, that sweet spot throughout the day is going to be top 19. So I was like, oh, what did you have to get? How many points-wise did you have to get to be top 19 yesterday? It was 134.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? Something for us to kind of
No
think
puede
about.
ser, chico.
Okay, maybe maybe some of these teams might even look to say, hey, Viv, I
¿Qué
know that number was
pasó
good, but
con esta
we got
onda,
nothing.
brother?
We're playing for a ton of prize money,
One,
$1.3 million
two, one,
tomorrow.
two,
And
one,
Sean
two,
to
one,
auto
two,
qualify through the global
one,
champions. It's so
No puede
crazy
ser,
as
man.
well, but so many players performed super well in
One,
that last
two,
game. You
one,
know,
two.
dude, it's coming down to the wire.
One,
You know,
two.
3 games left to go. My stress is just through the roof.
Absolutely. I know one of the duos that I feel like every single time they're on the screen, actually I know for a fact every single time that they're on the screen, I don't even have to look at the screen to know that they're on the screen because the
One, two.
crowd
Ahora
lets
sí.
me know. Yep. Of course, it's going to be Vadil and Jew.
Yeah,
El
but
click,
even
señores, ¿en qué
crowd
posición
fan
va, men? Quiero ver el
favorite
click
here in
donde va, men.
Dusseldorf, and for good reason. They're a fantastic team, as well as, of course, being German. We saw Badil solo clutching so many points. I think it was game number 1, and he did that during that second chance at qualifying, that last chance qualify for the grand finals in Major 1, and he couldn't quite find the victory royale. Of course, going down here in this game left it all up to Jew, and I mean, this is a team that have done so much already today. Of course, Jew doing fantastically well getting inside that box.
¿En qué posición va el click, señores? Quiero ver el click.
I can't lie though, I specifically remember
Porque
the
ese es
issue
su
that we
último
had at the
chance
start
para
of the
que
day
pueda
between Badil and
clasificar.
Jew. I remember Badil saying, listen, I'm looking over towards Jew. I know this guy is going to carry me through, and as you can see, the solo clutch right here, really picking up enough points to go ahead and do just that. I think they ended right there with 114 points, so if we use that kind of metric from yesterday as an idea of where we need to be, only 20 more points for Badil, and we'll see him in finals.
Veo carita y me dormí ahora, ve.
To try and get 20 points again.
No te creo. Yo me dormí, bro. Me levanté hace un ratito, literalmente. Y me levanté y me dormí, brother. Fíjate, llegué a la tercera, a medio evento llegué. Porque me quedé bien dormido. Anoche me acosté tarde.
To kind of see how everything ends up happening.
Yeah, I mean, tracking the points when we do have these types of formats is super, super difficult because those points kind of disappear from the leaderboard once one of these teams win, right? That was a point that Mini was kind of making earlier that, yeah, if any of these top teams do go ahead
No
and
te creo, no está ni en el top 20 el brother, loco.
change up the threshold as it currently stands right
Qué
now.
vergüenza, mi brother, qué vergüenza. Qué vergüenza por a click, loco, qué vergüenza.
French team way up in the standings right here. 35 places up. I'm sure a lot of the French fans in here will be very happy to see that. It all comes down to one individual game, you know? It's like, yeah, we talk about getting a win and you're into the grand finals, but what one game can do, even just taking high early on, if you don't hold it for the rest of the game, all those placement points that you're getting into the later stage of that game, even if you don't win, it's still going to be a really good benefit for you because you can move your way into that top 19 like we've seen those guys do. So even if you don't win here, you have to sort of think about, are we going to be a win team? Are we going to be a team that's going to try and take high, give it up a little bit, but claim those placements and then try and get in through consistency?
And even if we're kind of one of these teams outside of that top 19, maybe we're thinking, hey, that win might even be enough. I don't even need to be top 50. It doesn't matter because even if you have 0 points, you get the win and you're in, Vivid. So literally so many very fluid ways to try and make it to tomorrow's finals.
Absolutely. And yeah, I feel like I like the point that you kind of brought up about the high ground. You'd be able to hold it the entirety of the game. You do pick up enough points to kind of justify it. Right now, the winning formula does appear to be coming from the high ground almost exclusively. With this break happening right now and team strategizing, I'll be curious to see if high ground changes up at all.
Interesting stuff here. I'm getting word. This being the halfway point, we got to check in with our team in first place. Agers and Ritual. Frankie is standing by with them now.
I am standing by with them. Guys, you're on an absolute tear today, leading the lobby in damage, currently sitting #1 in consistency on our leaderboard. Is it due to the fact that Reet and Cooper qualified yesterday and they're no longer contesting you?
Well, I was a little sick yesterday, so I don't think I was playing the best, but now that we're on con, games are pretty easy for us.
Has Ritual been nursing you back to health?
No, yeah, he's been open a lot for sure. He's been carrying the load.
I can imagine. Ritual, what's it like now, feeling refreshed, feeling healthy, and knowing you had the motivation of making tomorrow?
I mean, it feels great. It's not the route we wanted to take to get to the finals, but we got to go through it, and we'll pull through tomorrow.
It's great to see you guys showing up the consistency we know you on for when you're playing back in North America. What's interesting to me is the teams that are getting through, they tend to be contesting for high ground. I don't feel like we're seeing that as much from you at the moment. What's your plan? What's your preference?
You know, if we have the fizz bombs, we'll go height, but we tend to like mid ground and low ground. You know, I've always played that through my years of playing, so that's like home to me.
Well,